You turn the key on a cold morning. The engine coughs, clatters for 2 long seconds, then settles. Harmless, right? Not really. That rattle is metal meeting metal because the oil in your pan is wrong for your engine. One number off, one spec ignored, and tiny scars start stacking up with every single start. Today we're naming 7 engine oils that are quietly ruining cars and telling you exactly what to choose instead, so your engine lives longer, runs cooler, and sounds new again. And to see why the right oil isn't always the one on sale, we need to start with the mistake most people make on day one. If you're someone who cares about protecting your vehicle with real facts instead of marketing hype, hit that subscribe button right now. It's actually shocking that over 95% of viewers don't subscribe, despite saving hundreds or even thousands from the information in these videos. Subscribing costs you nothing but helps us keep bringing you content that oil companies and dealers don't want you to see. All right, bad oil number 1, pouring thick 20W50 oil into modern engines that call for 0W20 or 5W30. Why does this ruin things? Modern engines have incredibly tight clearances and tiny oil passages. Heavy oil moves much slower on cold starts. That delay means more wear on critical parts like cam phasers, timing chains, and bearings. Your variable valve timing system also hates slow oil. This can cause your timing to lag, your idle to wobble, and your fuel economy to drop. So, what should you choose instead? Use exactly what your owner's manual says, which is usually a 0W20, 5W30, or even a 0W16 for many newer cars, with an API SP or ILSAC GF6 rating. These oils flow fast when cold, yet still protect your engine when it's hot. Your starts get quiet, your timing hits on cue, and your engine breathes easier. Now let's talk about the opposite problem, using oil that's too thin for the heat. This is bad oil number 2. Using an ultra-thin 0W16 oil in a vehicle that tows, climbs steep mountain grades, or lives in very hot regions, especially when the manual allows for a thicker grade. Why is this a problem? Thin oil can shear and break down under heavy load and high temperatures. When the oil film breaks down, bearings see more metal-to-metal contact, and turbochargers run hotter. This can lead to varnish buildup, stuck piston rings, and extra oil consumption. The right choice? Check your owner's manual. Most manuals list a severe service option. If it says you can use a 5W30 or 5W40 for high heat or towing, do it. You'll gain a stronger, more protective oil film at high temperatures without losing that crucial cold start protection. Next up, old-school oils that simply don't belong in modern cars. Bad oil number 3 is using a non-detergent, straight-weight oil, like an old SAE 30, in a modern engine. These oils have no modern detergents, which means sludge and varnish build up incredibly fast. This clogs up tiny oil control holes, slows down hydraulic lifters, and gums up your timing components. It's a recipe for disaster. And right alongside it is bad oil number 4, using racing oil for daily street driving. Why is this a bad idea? Racing oils are designed for short, intense intervals. They often have fewer detergents and may contain additives that are not friendly to your catalytic converter over the long haul. It's great for a weekend on the track, but not for 10,000 kilometers of traffic, idling, and cold starts. What's the solution for both? A modern, full synthetic oil that meets your car's current API SP rating and the exact specification in your manual. Full synthetics are designed to fight sludge, maintain their viscosity, and keep all those tiny passages clean. Now for a sneaky one, the wrong spec, right label trap. This is bad oil number 5, oils with outdated or mismatched specifications. Think old API SJ or SL ratings, or oils missing the required Dexos, VW, Audi, BMW, or Mercedes-Benz approvals your engine demands. Automakers design their engines around very specific oil formulas. These formulas have special detergents, phosphorus limits, and protection against things like low-speed pre-ignition or LSPI in modern turbocharged engines. An oil that lacks those specific tests can foam, cook, or fail to protect your engine when it needs it most. The fix is simple but critical. Match both the viscosity and the approval. Look for the API or ILSAC badge and the exact automaker code printed on the back of the bottle. If your oil cap says Dexos 1, buy an oil that says Dexos 1. If your manual calls for VW 504-507, don't settle for close enough. Get the exact spec. Let's move on to bad oil number 6, using heavy-duty diesel oil in a gasoline car when it's not dual-rated. Why does this cause problems? Many oils designed only for diesel engines have high levels of ash and phosphorus. Over time, these can damage your oxygen sensors and catalytic converter. Some also lack the specific protection against LSPI that modern small turbocharged gas engines absolutely need. The correct choice here is clear. If and only if your owner's manual allows it, pick a dual-rated oil. The bottle will clearly show a gasoline spec like API-SP right alongside the diesel spec. Otherwise, stick to a gasoline-focused oil that has the API-SP or ILSAC GF6 rating or your automaker's specific approval. Finally, we have the bargain bin disaster. Bad oil number 7 is using no-name or counterfeit oils with big claims, tiny prices, and sketchy or non-existent approvals, and then pairing that with extra long change intervals. The reality is, weak base stocks and cut-rate additive packages break down much faster. The oil burns off, and what's left behind oxidizes and thickens. If you stretch the change interval, you're just marinating your engine in used-up, ineffective oil, perfect for creating sludge and sticky piston rings. What should you do instead? Stick to reputable brands that list the real, verifiable approvals you need. Follow your car's oil life monitor or the severe service schedule in your manual, especially if you do a lot of short trips, idling, or driving in dusty or hot conditions. If you want to go for longer drain intervals, only use oils that are explicitly approved for it by the car maker and match the required spec. So, how do you always pick the right oil? Let's make it simple. First, start with the manual, not the marketing. The book in your glove box is the rule book. Second, focus on viscosity plus approval. Copy it exactly. Third, consider your climate. If your manual lists an alternate grade for heat or towing, use it when life gets hot or heavy. For modern engines, especially turbocharged direct injection ones, prioritize oils that specifically mention LSPI protection and high-temperature deposit control. Your turbo and pistons will thank you. For high-mileage engines with minor leaks, choose a high-mileage full synthetic with seal conditioners, not a thick, goopy stop-leak additive. And if you drive a European car, they almost always require a specific ACEA or OEM approval. Match it exactly or don't buy it. The hidden costs of using the wrong oil are real. Bad cold starts ad wear. Off-spec oil can reduce fuel economy. The wrong film strength at high temperatures invites engine damage. But the right pick saves you money and headaches. It cuts wear, improves mileage, prevents damage, and protects your warranty. So when you're in the store, here's your 1-minute checklist. 1. Viscosity. Match the numbers. 2. Approval. Find the code on the back. 3. Use case. Towing or heat. Check for a thicker option. 4. Engine type. Turbo. Confirm LSPI protection. 5. Brand integrity. Choose a known brand. 6. Interval honesty. Follow your car's monitor. And 7. Special cases. European, high mileage. Follow their specific needs. Engines don't fail in one big moment. They fade from 1,000 tiny misses. Cold starts with oil that's too thick. Hot climbs with oil that's too thin. Long intervals with oil that was never built for the job. Now you know the 7 oils that ruin engines and the smart swaps that keep them strong. Match the spec, match the grade, and respect the way you drive. Your engine will pay you back with quiet starts, steady power, and years of life. That rattle at startup? Gone. That guesswork in the auto parts store? Over. Thanks for watching. If this helped you out, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more tips that help you save money and keep your car running great. See you in the next one.